Rob finds treasure. You have been charged with the crime of finding too much silver lately. How do you plead?
Guilty as charged.
Well then, I sentence you to hunt quarter boxes until you find silver.
Quarters? Anything but quarters.
Hey everybody, it's Rob with Rob Finds Treasure, and I've been sentenced to hunt some quarters. So, hopefully I can find some silver quarters in this box. That way, I don't have to hunt tons of boxes of quarters just like this one.
Bottom line is, I've got a circulated box of quarters here. Already checked them. Saw they were circulated. You know I'm still on the hunt for more W quarters. I've only found a couple of them, and I've not found a War in the Pacific or an AMPW. Now, I had a generous subscriber give me a War in the Pacific one, and I have some Lols that I have found, plus some that were given to me. So, I guess, ideally, it'd be nice to find an AMP one in here. Of course, I'll take silver all day, every day, and I'll take any heirs of varieties. I just realized I have my nickel mat out. That's not a good start. We'll get my silver stacking mat out instead, and we'll get this hunt started. I'll stop jibber-jabbering, and we'll start opening up some rolls. Wish me luck. Roll number 11, guys, and I'm smiling as I'm filming because I already looked. I had this quarter here, and it was a Lol, and I've already been pulling out some Lols, of course, an AMP, and a couple of War in the Pacifics. So as normal, I'm expecting to see another Denver Mint. I flip it, it's scratched up, it's been circulated, and it's been missed several times because it's gone in and out of boxes a few times. It's a W, though. Scratched or not, and scratched badly, unfortunately, I'll still take a W in the box, my third ever found. We got a West Point quarter in the box, roll number 11. Bingo was his name-o. Well, we finished hunting that box of quarters, and it wasn't a bad box at the end of the day. Let me show you what I pulled out. Pretty much a destroyed quarter. Thought that was funny. Figured I'd retire them. Pulled out this 1985. It's a little bit off center, but there's some pretty fantastic die deterioration doubling on the words, "In God We Trust," or the motto, I should say, as you can see. Pretty heavy, especially on this T. Look at how wide that shelf doubling is. It's crazy. Same with the R. You can see it on the U. I've checked the serifs. There's a small notch on both these parts of the U, and then there's a small notch here, but with the extensive circulation and damage, you really can't tell how far it goes. At the end of the day, I think it's just some pretty fantastic die deterioration doubling, but always fun to look at them when they're that heavy. Pulled out a couple of nice state quarters, bunch of nice bicentennials, none of them were the DDOs. Take a look at some of these older George Washington quarters I found in this box in pretty good shape. 69, 67, 71, 71. Those were Denver's. That 82 is beautiful, and so is that one. But I'll bring this one up close. That 82D, it's hard to find 82s in really great shape. And whenever I do see them, I always pull them out for sure. Again, they are circulated. They're going to have marks on them, but not wear marks. They're not worn down. They're just circulation dings, and I'll always take that. And then again, it's not often you find a 67 in pretty good shape like that as well. This one has a little more wear. Still like it. And of course, love checking the 71s for the DDRs. Wasn't on it, but still a nice quarter. Hard to leave in circulation. And the find of the box, really, at the end of the day, is going to be this 2019 W from Lowell, albeit heavily circulated and dinged up. Still a fun find, and third one I've ever found. Because I didn't find silver, and because I'm getting 2 more boxes tomorrow, I'll go ahead and see if we can add to the finds. So, I'll see you when I have 2 more boxes and clean hands. Well, we're back for another quarter hunt. I did promise that I'd have 2 quarter boxes. Unfortunately, they could only spare 1. So I popped the top on it to make sure that it was rolls that I could hunt. Although I would have loved some uncirculated ones to hunt for some W's, it's not. That being said, it is a circulated box of quarters. Take a look at the top. I do see a little ender here, but I don't see any AMPs, and I don't see any War on the Pacifics. So we'll have to see if this box was packed prior to those release dates, or are they just inside the rolls? You guys know the drill. We're going to start opening rolls, checking for enders, and if I see anything worth showing, I'll bring it along the way. Well, you're seeing a box full of loose quarters because we found nothing. Once again, we had no War in the Pacific quarters, so this box was probably packed when the AMP quarters just came out. We had a couple of Philadelphia Lols and one AMP Lol, but that's it. The rest were Denver Mints. As far as the keeper coins, so to speak, we did find this odd pink painted quarter right here. We found a pretty nice 1982 Denver, but it has a heart sticker on it. I might pull that sticker off and roll that one up. It's pretty nice. And as you know, 82 and 83 quarters in high grade are hard to find. And then this 1974 Denver is really nice as well. Outside of that, no finds. Not so much fun, but that's coin roll hunting. So I'll be back when I have more boxes, because we're just going to keep on being on the quest for silver once again. 2 more boxes of quarters, 2 more chances at silver or a W or an error variety. And the good news is we got these from Waco. These are from Waco. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, 2 boxes. I had my friend Robin Hood Coins pick up a couple of Waco boxes for me. Figured since I'm striking out for the most part on my Dallas ones, why not give Waco a try? We're going to start with the B of A box first. 100 more rolls to do. Let's get to hunting. Well, as par is the course for me, we got another box with no finds. I guess I will pull out a couple of the finds that I'll show you here. This is a pretty nice 1972. I'll keep it. And then I didn't even start keeping the Denver Lols anymore pulled aside. I just put them back in there. I've got so many of them. But I did keep the 2 Philadelphia minted ones out that I'll check for the air. And then I'm still pulling out just to show you my AMP Denvers and 1 AMP Philadelphia, no War in the Pacific. So this box is probably packed prior to the War of the Pacific quarters being released, which explains why I didn't find any. That being said, it's only 1 box. We do got another box. Let's pray we find a goodie in this one. And as always, I'll loop you in and find something worth showing, if I do, to make the video a little more fun. Roll number 31 of this second box from this part of the hunt. I did find an AMP. Of course, it's a Denver, but that's not why I bring you in. I bring you in because I found another Kansas State quarter. And as you know, 2005 Kansas State quarters, you're looking for the In God We Rust Air. You can see it right there. Minted in Philadelphia. That T was lightly struck due to not having the die cleaned and having too much grease packed in it, and it didn't get a T strike on the word trust, or at least the first T, therefore creating the In God We Rust Air quarter. Now I found about 5 of these now. This is my 6th, and I'm happy to have it. These things in great condition are sell for over $100, but in this condition, it's probably 25 to 40 bucks. Still a great find. I'll tell you, about 10 rolls ago, I found one that I wasn't going to show. I've kept it to the side. It's not as great of an example, and I'll show it to you. You can see that it's also the In God We Rust Air, but that T is a little more pronounced, and there's heavy damage on this coin. Heavy damage. But with the wear on the R as well, it doesn't look that great, and you can read the In God We Trust a lot better than you can read this one. So, happy to have this one. It's a better example. I also like that little bit of extra metal there in the D. Looks pretty cool. Pull it aside. I'll end up keeping that one as well, but this is the find of the box so far. Not very many side finds. We did find a crazy sanded down one. Quarter, that is. We'll never know what year that was. Down to the last 19 rolls. Crossing our fingers for silver or a W. Well, the second Waco box has been hunted, and you know what? Same as the first. We don't have anything major to talk about. We did find a couple of In God We Rust Airs. One's a good example, one's a less good example. A couple of nicer 70s quarters, and then, of course, the best state quarter of the bunch was the Oklahoma 2008. I'll take it. And then we did find a trashy, dinged up, almost a planchet, but we know it was just rubbed down. Either way, that's all we got this time. So, the hunt continues. I'll be back when I get more boxes. I should be getting 1 or 2 more boxes tomorrow. So hopefully I get a couple of them, and hopefully we can end this video after those boxes because I'll find something silvery. We're back again with another quarter box, and I'm hoping that this box contains some silver. Of course, I'll go ahead and take a W if I can find one, or even an error variety, as you know. No reason to sit back and chit-chat any longer. I need to find some silver. Well, that box was a dud. No finds. We found a 2019 Philadelphia Lowell and a 2019 Philadelphia War in the Pacific. Might be my first one I found of those. We had a lot more Denver minted ones, but I tossed them back because they were falling over. And the only coin really worth keeping is this 2003 Arkansas State Quarter. It's in pretty good shape for being in circulation, so I'll check it against my album. But that's about it. I guess I'll be back when I get another box and pray we find silver. Well, we're back with yet another quarter box. Box number 6 of the video. And other than a few in Godby Rust airs and a few miscellaneous finds, we have not found anything really worth mentioning since the first box where we found the W quarter. So, hoping we can find some silver in this box here. I've already popped the top. They are circulated. That's good and bad with quarters. You wouldn't mind seeing uncirculated rolls. Maybe you could find some W quarters, but then again, they are out there in circulation now. I am finding them. What I'm not finding is silver, and that's what I'm hoping I get in this box. I won't bore you anymore. We're just going to get right to the hunt. Roll number 19. And the silver drought will be officially over once I pull this edge out. We've got a Denver Mint Washington Silver Quarter. And it looks pretty old. Could be in the early 40s. 1939. 1939 Denver. That's a better date. In this condition, it's not much of a better date, but a 1939D is not quite a semi-key, but it's definitely one of the better dates you can find. I believe under 10 million minted. Maybe less than that. I will definitely take it. 1939D in the box. First silver quarter of the hunt. And we've got 31 more rolls. Let's go. Roll 25, the midpoint of the box. I already looked because I've been getting 2019 Ds that are War in the Pacific. I grabbed it, 2019, flipped it over, and take a look at this. We found our first War in the Pacific West Point quarter. It's got some scratches on it. It's not in the best shape, but I'll take it. Now I can get rid of these. Replace it with a W that goes up here. And now I have found every W quarter except for AMP on my own, even though I have some from subscribers. Feels good. A silver and a W in this box halfway through. Roll number 40, and I have found a first. I've got a gold-plated quarter. I have found gold-plated pennies, gold-plated half dollars, gold-plated dimes, gold-plated nickels, but I've never found a golden quarter. And sure enough, we have 1999 gold-plated. And it's done pretty nicely. For fun, I'm going to bring out the trusty scale and see what this bad boy weighs. Slightly heavier. Clad quarters should weigh about 5.67 grams. This weighs 5.77 grams. So maybe there's a little bit of gold on there. Have to get that one tested because that's pretty shiny. Pretty shiny. We'll just grab another quarter to show you. $5.67 grams like they should. And look at the color difference. And the gold one, 5.77. So we might have a little bit of gold on this quarter after all. Well, the 6th box of quarters is finally hunted, and you know what? At least I get to stop now, fulfill my sentence, because we did find silver, a 1939 Denver minted, pretty slick, better date, George Washington quarter. On top of that, I found my first War in the Pacific W quarter. Makes me happy. And because I don't see a lot of Philadelphia ones, I always pull out the Philadelphia minted War in the Pacifics as well. But I was hunting for silver, and I found some gold. Can't get mad at that. Because it weighs a little extra heavy, I might take it to my gold dealer and just see if he can see if it's 24 karat plated or if it's really not plated much at all and I'm just daydreaming. Either way, that'd be cool if it was 0.1 grams of gold on top of the quarter that's already there. At the end of the day, or I should say a few weeks, because it took me a few weeks worth of hunts to get these boxes done, I found silver, my W, and gold. If you enjoyed this quarter hunt video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting. And thanks for watching.